All right, guys. Luis Moreno here at 360 Insurance Group. We are having an agent mastermind, taking our best agents and trying to elevate them just a little bit higher, giving them a little more power so that they can become bigger agents. So I invited Alex Branning, CEO of Agent CRM, and Terry Lee, part of Agent CRM in his organization. Alex, Terry Lee, welcome. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to be here.
Thank you.
Yes, I am stoked.
You're welcome. And guys, and let me tell you, if you do not have a CRM, you are behind the curve. Okay, you are not working smarter, you're actually working harder. Second thing, if you think the cost of a CRM is not worth it, well, again, you're probably not using it how you should be using it. This is one of those multiplier kind of tools. It will multiply your effort and it should multiply the income. You know, if you're paying $1, this thing should be making you $10 is what it should be doing. And that's what it actually does is if you utilize it. So I asked Alex, hey man, let's talk CRM. Let's talk, what are the benefits? Some of these guys may not even know what a CRM is and why they should have it. So let's giddy up, man.
Right on. Thank you, Louis, for inviting me. I want to give a shout out to David, who's not in the room, but it was also instrumental in bringing me in. And David asked me to start by going over what is the benefit of a CRM. So I took some time and wrote down a few major bullet points of why use a CRM in your Medicare business. But before I jump into that, I just want to give a fun stat, Louis. There's been more money invested in insurance marketing software in the past 3 years than ever before. So agents who use these tools win because there's a ton of money being sunk into development costs, integration. There's a lot of people that are working together. There is more movement in technology right now in insurance marketing than I've ever seen. And as a result of that, the agents that use these tools, they're the ones that win. Let's talk about 9 benefits of using a CRM. I'll go through these quickly. Number 1, improve communication, right? So when you have a CRM system, all your communication's in one spot. You're not trying to find different email threads that you had with clients. You're not looking through text messagings that you had, right? Everything is in one spot. Increased efficiency. When you're able to automate these repetitive tasks, kind of like what you mentioned, Louis, you're like, hey, if you're not using a CRM, you're working harder. I 100% agree because a CRM, a good CRM, a smart CRM, an AI-powered CRM can do a lot of these things for you. You have an enhanced customer experience because the CRM allows you to keep a detailed interaction of what you talked about with your client. For guys like you and some of these other rock stars in the room right now, you talk to so many people every single day. It's just impossible to keep everything straight. But inside of a CRM, you can keep your notes and you can see all the interactions you had, which makes it so that you can make their interaction with you that much richer because they're not having to repeat information to you. Better analytics. This is huge for guys like us that love numbers, track numbers, and want to make sure that we're maximizing our efforts. When you're able to track customer behavior and see what's working, whether it's the emails that you're sending out, the text messages that you're doing, all that, if you're able to see numbers and see what works, what doesn't, you get better analytics and you're able to grow your business by following the 80-20 rule. Streamlined sales process. Like Louis is going to show you the streamlined sales process that he's created inside of his agent CRM account. Game changer. Increased accountability. For those of us that have teams, I think probably everyone on here is building teams or has teams. A CRM gives you accountability because it shows how much action you're actually taking. And so a CRM, a good one, will track what's going out, the incoming and outgoing messages, incoming and outgoing calls, all that. Accountability is big when you're trying to oversee teams of people. And then the last 3 things, improve data organization. This is something that I love personally. With the CRM, you can organize and categorize customer data in a way that makes it easy for you. And again, we're going to show you what Louis has created. Louis is not only able to categorize his contacts into who he's talking to for ACA, but then he gets down into the really niche nitty gritty and he's able to say, okay, who signed up but doesn't have life? Who signed up doesn't have dental? Like that helps him make more money because now he can and marketing messages that are specific to those smaller segments of people. He's able to close more deals. Improve customer retention. I mean, how many of us have sold a policy and then the person who signs up doesn't actually use all their benefits, right? And so they're sitting there on all these unused benefits. And then another agent comes in and says, hey, my policy has X, Y, and Z. And the person that is getting pitched doesn't know that you also sold them a policy that has all these shiny benefits. They just didn't know about it because they weren't taking advantage of it. When you're able to track activity and use AI, which I'll demonstrate in a minute, you're able to actually improve customer retention because you're able to share with them and remind them of all the tools that they have available to you. And then last but not least, we're all in this room because we are rock stars at what we do. We are growing. We want to have huge impact. A CRM helps you with scalability. CRM can be scaled to grow as your business grows, not only with additional team members, but also with additional marketing campaigns and more. So a CRM is critical for you if you want to grow your business in 2023. I want to segue into using AI. AI is a buzzword. I'm going to share with you how you can maximize revenue by using AI. If you're in this room or listening to the replay and you're like, I'm kind of feeling left behind with how fast things are moving and all these new tools that are coming out, my goal for this presentation is to make it so that you, as an insurance agent, no longer feel left behind by AI. And I'm going to show you how to actually use AI to help grow your business. Now, you've heard AI is going to change everything, and it's 100% true. Here's how to leverage it for your own massive gain in your business. Now, I have good news and bad news. The good news is AI won't replace you. The bad news is an agent using AI will replace you, because the tools that are out there now, and I'm about to show you how to use these in your business, if you're not using these tools, somebody else will, and they'll be able to take your customers and give them the world-class experience that AI allows. And you're simply, if you're doing everything manually, you simply won't be able to keep up. So let's work together and use smart artificial intelligence. Now, what happens if you don't do anything? This is a conversation I have with people on a regular basis. I think I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing right now. That's cool, but the old way of keeping track of customers and generating leads just won't work anymore. As technology gets smarter and smarter, your competition will react faster and be able to identify when your prospects are getting ready to buy. You must adapt to stay in business. Lewis is going to show you how he's adapting to stay in business. He's been building things with his team that are just revolutionary, game-changing as far as AI and how they're using Facebook ads and regular follow-up. He's just crushing it as to how many customers he was able to serve. I'm going to show you 5 ways you can take your sales to the next level by using a CRM that's powered by AI. Now, as I'm showing you this, I want you to take a critical look at the tech stack that you're using in your business and go, is what I'm doing now going to help me use these tools? Can I follow this process that Alex is demonstrating with what I'm currently using? If not, you're leaving revenue on the table. The revenue you're leaving is lost sales. So let me show you how to leverage AI to make more sales in your business. Now, AI is a buzzword, but what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the capability of a machine to imitate intelligent human behavior. So when you look at it like that, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Chat GPT, huge. Everyone's talking about it. It's a language learning model. We'll be talking about that super briefly, but artificial intelligence is so much more than that. Artificial intelligence is a machine being able to do things that a human would have to do, a normal, intelligent human. But now, with the just dramatic increase in the capabilities of artificial intelligence, you as an insurance agent can use AI to help grow your business. So I'm going to actually build a stack for you. So we're going to start at the bottom of this pyramid and we're going to build this together one by one. So I have a 5-layer AI machine that I'm going to demonstrate for you so that we can build this thing out together and you can see how to utilize AI to grow your business. Let's start at the very bottom. Using data to segment your customers. One of the best ways to use AI to increase sales is to segment your customers using data. Data segmentation, or smart lists as we call it in Agent CRM, allows you to group customers together based on shared characteristics. This makes it easier to target each group with the right message and offer, which can lead to more sales. I mentioned before, Lewis has these entire workflows built out. He's got pipelines of people, which he's going to show you in just a moment, on how he brings people in, says this person is buying this policy, and then inside of that category of buyers, he has segments in there of people who have not bought some of the add-ons, dental, vision, life, etc. Now he can use data to find those people. That's powerful. Now, here's some other ways to do this. You can use a contact tag to identify people you've talked to about the opportunity for joining your team, right? We're all building teams, we're building downlines, we're building organizations. You can use a tag to identify folks that you have talked to at one point or another about potentially joining your team. You can identify contacts that have a birthday coming up this month, send them a birthday card. You can search for prospects that you haven't contacted in the past year and send them a miss you email, getting you back in a conversation with someone that may have slipped through the cracks. These are all powerful ways to use data to segment your customers and identify who you should be talking to next. Now, let's add on to that. So we have data segmenting our customers. Now, we can use AI to personalize your messages. This is big. We see this a lot, but I want to give you some new ideas on how to personalize your messaging. You can use AI to increase sales by using data from previous interactions, such as their purchase history, or if they have web browsing behavior on your web pages. By personalizing your messages, you can make them more relevant to the customer and more likely to result in a sale. I'll give you some fun ideas. Within Agent CRM, you can actually track which pages on your website your contacts in your database are going to. So let's say you have John Doe. John Doe has bought a life insurance policy from you. You can see John Doe going back to your website and looking at the different pages that you have and watching videos around Medicare. And you can identify that and go, you know what? I think John is interested in talking to me about Medicare, or John is looking maybe for his parents to talk about Medicare. You can identify that, and your agent CRM can actually send a message and say, John, it looks like about an hour ago you were looking at my page on my website on Medicare. How can I help you? Do you have any questions for you? Isn't that amazing? Even if he doesn't fill out a form, you can still capture that information and then send a personalized message identifying their web behavior and saying, hey, how can I help? Right? It's not a hard push. You're just asking a question. How can I help you? Now let's build on top of that. Automating your marketing. I just gave you a fun idea on that, but you can use AI to automate marketing efforts. This includes things like sending out automated emails, like I mentioned, text messages. You can even customize your online paid marketing and segment your customers that way, right? So like within the Facebook Ads Manager, you can have your broad messages that are just going out to anybody and everybody, right? You're trying to bring people in, attract them to your different offers, but you can also create pixels, and Agent CRM can quote unquote feed those pixels with customer data for people who are either A, turning 65, like any of your smart lists can be sent to Facebook. You can segment people based on who's looking at web pages. You can segment people based on whether or not they haven't contacted you in a while, and you can create these audiences within Facebook, and then Agent CRM can populate those for you. Isn't that powerful? Now, automating your marketing can also save you time and money, because you don't want to waste money spending time marketing people, right, who may or may not be interested. But what if you had $1,000 a month marketing budget, I'm choosing a small round number, $1,000 a month marketing budget, and you could identify and say, hey, I know that I can spend, a few $100 here sending really personalized direct messages to people who are browsing around my website. It's going to help you save money. Also with marketing, do you know you can use Agent CRM to send direct mail to people who are on your list, right? I mentioned birthday cards. You can do that and more, and you can send mail, packages, postcards, etc., to people who are in your database based on certain criteria, whether it's onboarding them, welcoming them as a client, right? And then asking them to send a referral to you. That's marketing. You're onboarding them and you're asking for a referral. You can also send direct mail based on people looking at various pages on your website. Triggers a quick postcard. How powerful is that? There's a lot of different ways to use AI when it comes to automating your marketing. Let's build on this and talk about chatbots. So did you know that you can use chatbots to actually engage with people that are on your websites and on your funnels? This is a really powerful way for you to capture more people that are going to your web pages and get them to be scheduled on your calendar. Because as insurance agents, we don't make money unless we're on the phone. People can't really go to a web page and buy an insurance policy, right? They have to talk to us. We have to run it through. So you can use chatbots to turn more web page visitors into scheduled appointments. There are chatbots out there, including the ones in Agent CRM, that can identify people, pop up a message, say hi, identify them by name, and if we don't recognize them, be like, have a generic thing. Hi, friend, I'm here to help you. How can I serve you today, right? And then walk them through some basic prompts and get them scheduled on your calendar. Within Agent CRM, our chatbots can read your calendar and suggest times in plain text that the person on the webpage can grab. So for example, if I'm on Lewis, I'm in Lewis's database. So I click a link to go and I visit one of his pages. I'm browsing around his Medicare. You can have a chatbot that says, hi, Alex, I see you looking around my Medicare information. Would you like to talk tomorrow at 3 p.m.? Powerful, right? Turns more of your website visitors into appointments. Last but not least, you can use AI to upsell clients. Lewis does this really, really well. He uses the smart list to identify which of his buyers do not have other products that they should be having. So he uses this data segmentation, he uses AI to upsell clients. He has pipelines and workflows specifically created that will help upsell his clients that buy the basic core packages and then upsell them to the add-ons, dental, vision, life, etc. He's going to show you that in just a moment. Recommendations can help you boost sales by introducing customers to new products that they may not have considered or they dismissed because they weren't ready to take action. By bringing it back up to them, now you have an opportunity to make more sales using AI. Is that fun? So that's not all. I'm going to share with you 2 more ideas, and then I'm going to talk about Agent CRM specifically. Because you can use artificial intelligence to grow customer retention and generate more referrals. Now, what is one of the biggest reasons why people leave? Why do they stop working with one insurance agent and go to the next? I'm going to share 2 of my biggest ideas on that. One is they perceive that you don't care about them, and so they're more likely to talk to an insurance agent where they feel like they're going to be taken care of. The second reason I think people leave is because they do not know what their policy has. And so when they talk to an agent and another agent is saying, hey, move over here, policies that I have X, Y, and Z, they may already have all those benefits with you, they just don't know about it. So let's work together to improve your customer retention. Now, imagine this. You see which emails your customers have opened and what else they need to do to get their full benefit. So if they click on an email talking about dental coverage, they're interested, even if they don't reach out. We've used this use case before on this call. They took action. You need to know that, right? How cool would it be if a note was created that said, hey, Lewis, Alex clicked on the link that you sent about dental coverage. Do you want to send a text or an email? A little note's created in your Agent CRM. How powerful is that? Now you know, right? You can have your assistant reach out to them. Also, on the flip side, they're a new customer. They have a policy. You can see that they are not clicking the links to download the app or take advantage of some of the different benefits that the policy has. That is a really good reason for you to pick up the phone and call them and just say, hey, by the way, don't forget to download the app. Don't forget about these benefits that are included in your policy. Take advantage of these, right? It's going to help you improve customer retention. And a happy client sends you their friends. And what if software knows when to ask for a referral? Is that even possible? Yes, I would say it is. And here's why we know when it's the right time, when they're happy, when they're in this euphoric state, when they feel like they're being taken care of, when they feel like, wow, I'm getting the best, I have the best relationship with my insurance agent right now. That is when is a good time to ask for a referral. You can identify that based on how people are responding. Check this out. You can ask for a referral by sending an email and asking them to rate your service. And if it's a 5-star, being like, hey, I'm so glad that I've been able to meet your expectations. You're having fun. Do you have any other friends that I can help with? Do you have any family members that are also going to be turning 65 soon that I can serve? Now, you need this kind of automation in 2023. The reason I say that is because if you're not able to identify the friends of your clients, all right, your clients have had a really good time working with you. And if you don't use artificial intelligence to empower them to send you their friends, well, then their friends are going to work with somebody else, right? If they're not introduced to you, they're going to be signing up to Medicare with someone else. Might as well be you. But if you don't make it easy for your clients to send you referrals and you don't know when to ask them for referrals, you're going to miss out on a lot of referral business simply by not having these automations in place. Now let's talk about Agent CRM. So I'm going to briefly discuss some of the features of it, and then I'm going to turn it over to Lewis so that he can actually show you exactly how he's using Agent CRM. Agent CRM is a sales-focused, AI-driven, omni-channel software that was created so that insurance agents can do everything under one roof. We're the complete marketing solution for insurance agents looking to generate and nurture their own leads. Generate and nurture. You can use it as a one-stop shop or as your home base for all your marketing and follow-up. If you have software that you either love using or need to use, Agent CRM can complement what you have. Or it can be your one-stop shop and do everything you need it to. If you're tired of paying for separate platforms and going through the hassle of getting them all trying to work together, Agent CRM is a great solution. When I built Agent CRM, I was using ClickFunnels, I was using Aweber. I had 7 different pieces of software that were all trying to work together so that I could run marketing campaigns effectively. Now you can do it all in one. Agent CRM does everything we need. Whether you're someone who buys leads, wants to start generating leads, or you need to just revive some old dead leads, Agent CRM can work for you. Again, whether you're generating your own, buying leads and importing them, or reviving old dead leads that you haven't yet converted, Agent CRM is a great fit. Let's talk about some of the features of Agent CRM. Number 1, it's a smart CRM that can identify hot leads for you. I just shared with you a few different examples of how we can make that work. Number 2, you have an unlimited funnel builder with pre-built templates, Medicare, ACA, recruitment, so many other funnels that are ready to go, beautifully designed. All you got to do is slap your brand on them and they're ready. Sales pipelines. We're going to demonstrate this to you in just a moment, but you can visualize your opportunities and then automate your follow-up based on these sales pipelines inside of Agent CRM. Simple drag and drop tells Agent CRM what to do next. Emails and SMS campaigns. You can send individual emails and SMS. You can send bulk email and SMS. You can automate email and SMS. There are so many options to do with your email and your SMS campaigns working in tandem. Your phone system with incoming and outgoing calls, 100% compliant for all Medicare and other insurance products with recording and more. So your phone system, if you're using something else like Phone Burner or something, you don't have to have multiple systems that all talk to each other. You can do it all under Agent CRM. You can have triggers that automate everything. We shared some fun ideas in here about how AI can work. Triggers are one of my favorite things to play with. We're adding more and more actions that you can do as well under the trigger. So for example, someone clicks on a link, what happens next? You can send a text to yourself. You can send an email to a client. There are so many different triggers that can automate responses. You can have Agent CRM call you with new leads and then transfer you over. Lewis does this on Facebook ads. When someone fills out a form on his Facebook ad, he gets a phone call. Hey, Lewis, you have a new ACA lead. Are you available to talk now? Lewis presses the button on his phone. Agent CRM then connects him to the new lead, and now they're talking on the phone at the same time. Incredible. OpenAI is now integrated inside of Agent CRM. We started with social media posting. We're going to be implementing OpenAI as well with your emails and your blog posts. So all that cool stuff that you're seeing inside of ChatGPT is now integrated inside of Agent CRM. You can build and deploy chatbots on all your funnels and landing pages. I mentioned the chatbot thing earlier. Super cool, super powerful. We have templates, you're not starting from scratch. We got all this stuff ready to rock and roll. It's all included in your monthly subscription. Agent CRM's got all the tools that you need to grow your business using online marketing. I have a list there on the side. A couple of the things I didn't go through on my slideshow was we have a full Zapier app. Our support's pretty incredible. You have a complimentary onboarding and so much more. We got so many fun templates. Here's a quick little screen grab of some. I highly recommend when you go into your free trial and you start creating your free account, on the left-hand menu there, there's a click and play library. Just go in and browse, see all the different funnels we got, see the workflows. We have entire snapshots for different companies all set up and ready to go. We've really made it so that you get in there, you're like, oh man, this is literally built for me. Not only that, but Lewis has built stuff that he uses to run his entire business on Agent CRM. And when you sign up today, he's going to actually give all that fun stuff to you. So you're going to be set up. You're not going to be starting from scratch. You'll be able to use a lot of what Lewis has already spent dozens and dozens of hours building out. Well, Rob, he sent me this a couple days ago. He said, Alex, with the increase of referrals from your Thank You for Business campaign, I've paid for Agent CRM for the next 2 years. Rob was still in his free trial. He's like, dude, you just generated $2,400 for me by me sending this one campaign to leads. All he did is upload a list of leads of customers that he had. And it's the exact thank you campaign that I was referencing earlier when I said, hey, does Agent CRM know when to ask for referrals? Yes. Rob used it. It knew who to ask for referrals and then who to get Rob on the phone with to save their business. And just from the new referrals, he was able to pay for Agent CRM for the next 2 years, just from all the new business that one thing generated. So we also have the best support around, in my opinion. We have a free training library. We have live Q&A Zoom calls twice a day. We have an extremely reliable email support system. So emails do not go ignored or anything like that, not with Agent CRM. We have a very responsive 24/7 live chat. So for our weekend warriors out there, you're like, I just want to work on this on the weekend, not during business hours. We got your back, 24/7 live chat. My team is there and ready to help you. You have an onboarding call when you sign up, and we have a vibrant Facebook group for all of our users. I didn't mention this, but you can also pick up the phone and call. So we have a bunch of different ways to help you. However you need support, whatever your preferred method of support is, Agent CRM has got your back. Now, let's talk about why agents don't use a CRM, because I do want to talk about this. I get objections, and if you're in one of these boats, I want to speak to it because I totally understand. It took me a long time to use a CRM too. Complexity. Many CRMs can be difficult to use, but Lewis was sharing his entire setup with you. So it's not about going in there trying to figure this out. By me and Lewis working together, my support, Lewis's workflows, and everything he's got set up, this is going to be super easy for you to plug your leads in and then bam, have a fully up and running business ready to rock and roll. Cost. Some CRMs are ridiculously expensive. Agent CRM is only $97 a month. Integration issues. Integrating a CRM with other tools and software can be challenging. And sometimes when they don't integrate well, then it's kind of a non-starter. But Agent CRM, we offer free support and integration help. We can play nice with others. Last but not least, setup. A CRM is only as good as the data that's entered into it. We actually help you load all of your contacts in with onboarding help. We get you plugged in, ready to rock and roll, tie all these things together and more. So Lewis, I want to turn it over to you, man, because you've put a ton of work into your CRM. And I think now would be a great time to just show what you've built so that you can show them what they're going to be getting if they sign up for Agent CRM.
Exactly. Now, so he did the big overview. Now I'm going to get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Number one, do me a favor, Dave. Alex, go back one slide.
Yeah.
Okay. That last bullet point, a CRM is only as good as the data that's entered. A CRM in many ways is not too much of a tool if you don't enter data correctly. Okay. So, you can have all these great systems, but again, with no appropriate data and it not set up the right way, it's not going to do anything for you. So I'm going to focus, before I get into what I've created, is this setup. What do you need to load into the CRM? So what I do is I only load a few things. I load their name, their email, and their contact phone number, their cell phone. Those are the three things that I load. Now, been doing this for a while, and I'm an agent. We get busy. I didn't put date of birth, and now I regret it, but now I am doing it. I'm putting date of birth, and you'll see why now. And you're like, oh, is it just to send them a little birthday card? Oh, hell no, it's not. You'll see here in a minute why date of birth are so good. Then the fifth thing that is just critical that you add is you need to give them a tag. Okay. Alex mentioned tags in one of the previous slides. You've got to tag them. You've got to identify who they are. You just can't put John Smith and like, okay, well, what does John Smith have? So I use tags as a way to identify these people with the products that I've sold them, so that when I go create a list and use the AI functions of the system, it's able to pull up people based on the tags. So for example, I put John Smith, here's his phone number, here's his email, and I tag him, ACA client. That's all that I tag him with. I don't get very elaborate. Okay, but I put ACA only. Okay, that means that I sold them an ACA policy. All right. Now, there's a lot of other products that I can sell. I can sell dental and vision. I can sell dental, just vision. I can sell life insurance. I can sell an indemnity plan. I can sell auto insurance, home insurance, commercial insurance. So I have all these little tags. So what I've done is I'll take that one contact and tag them with just ACA, assuming that's all that I sold them. And I have thousands of these people that I've just sold ACA to. Now I can take my CRM, and this is where the multiplier is. This is where the power is. I can tell with a couple of keystrokes, find me all of my people that I've sold ACA only. That's it. I don't have to go searching through files or trying to use my memory or go through Excel spreadsheets or whatever. No, it gives me my list and I'm done. I've got a list. Beautiful. Now what do I want to do with that list? So I've got this powerful list of money-making potential, and I can do something with it. Okay, that's the beauty of the CRM. This is where you're going to multiply your efforts and multiply your income potential. So what do I do with that list? Well, what I end up doing with that list, I do one thing. Number one is they're already in a workflow. I've created a workflow that is going to stay in contact with that list. It's just going to say, hey, by the way, I'm here. You need me. Here's the carrier you're with. Here's their contact number, their provider search, their formulary search. I try to give them a lot of information so I can limit the amount of customer service I'm doing. But then I'm also going to cross-sell throughout the year. Okay, I send them my link for dental and vision. Okay, I'm letting them know the importance of life insurance. They don't have life insurance with me. I'm letting them know about the indemnity plans and the power and the safety of what an indemnity plan can do for them. I'm also letting them know, hey, I'm just not a one-stop shop or a one-man show. I can actually be this one-stop shop for you, Mr. Client, because I offer auto insurance, home insurance, commercial insurance. I do it all. Okay, so I can't do that with a phone call and with the amount of clients. I can't be manually texting them. No, let the CRM go to work for you. All right, so I'm going to get into some specifics here. All right, so here's what I do. Let's see here. Let me just do a little screen sharing. Okay, all right. So what I have created, guys, and let me just tell you this. When you're part of our organization, when you use our links to purchase Agent CRM, then we're going to give this to you. You don't have to work for it, guys. You don't have to create it. So let's focus, since a lot of you guys are Medicare guys, and then we'll focus on ACA and some other stuff. But let's focus on the Medicare side. So if you look at this, here are some of the tags that are already going to be imported into your own your own Agent CRM. MedSub sold, MAPD sold, a PDP sold, okay, a dental and vision sold, strictly just dental only, strictly only vision only, final expense. Is it a lead? And then I have this network group, which I'll talk here in a minute about. So these are already imported, so you don't have to create tags. Now, if you're like, hey, I want more other tags, well, you can add your own tags, but this is what I use. Okay, I have some pipelines. Think of a pipeline as a big board. And what I used to do on the big boards is I would track my business. So I would put here are the names of all my leads. And then if I would sell them, I would erase it. I use a dry erase board and I would erase them and I would move them over here. And then when they're over here, it would trigger something for me to do. And I was doing all this manually. And then if I did something else with them, I would erase them here and move them this way. That's what a pipeline is. So look at the pipelines that I've created already. Now, I have a pipeline for every carrier that I sell, and I will put my insureds into these pipelines. Why? If I enroll somebody into the UHC Medicare plan, I'm going to email them a bunch of stuff about UHC's customer service number. I'm going to send them the provider link for the plan that they're on. I'm going to send them the formulary for what they're on. I'm going to do the same thing for Aetna, for Cigna. They're all different. Okay. I have some pipelines for my leads. So when I have a lead, they go into my social media board. And so I can see all of my leads in there. I have my turning 65 leads. Okay. I came up with this neat little thing that I'll share with you guys in a minute, that it will take all of my clients that are turning 64 and a half and dump them into this pipeline. And if you're sitting there as a Medicare agent, this is the golden turning 65 list. Okay. The system will do it for you, assuming you put date of birth into those when you create those contacts. Okay. All right. So now within each pipeline, I've created these stages. So I want to know in a stage or in a pipeline where this person is. So if I get a new lead, they sit right here in the new lead section. Then if I call them and I made contact, they go into the second one here. If I called them and didn't contact, they go here. If I booked an appointment and they pulled a no-show on me on that appointment, if I wrote an application, just because I write an application doesn't mean it's automatically going to get issued. Now, once it's issued, I move them over into the sale made, and then I may move them into a cross-sold life section. I may put life sold. So there's little, I can just drag. I don't have to erase and copy. Okay, I've got some templates here, and I've got these workflows. Now I'm going to spend a little time in these workflows because this is money, guys. This is where you're like, man, you're going to think, Luis, how did you come up with this? And literally, guys, it's just 22 years in the business. I'm always thinking of ways of how I can work smarter. I'm tired of working hard. All right, so share this one. Okay, let's take a look at this, guys. So here are all the workflows, and think of a workflow as a series of things that are going to happen. Okay, so number one, and these are some of the workflows that I've come up with. Let's look at this one right here. A lot of you guys out there are final expense agents. So I'm going to click on this one. So the name of this workflow is called Final Expense Bob. You're like, what? You could think of a better name than Bob? Well, Bob is book of business. Okay. So this is your final expense book of business without Medicare. And what this is going to do, it's going to let them know about AEP. So you go in there and you add your entire FE book. You put date of birth in there. You put all their information in there. You label them final expense. And then this thing will know. It will hunt for them. And it's going to let them know starting October 1. This is when this thing is going to kick off. It's going to start sending them a bunch of texts and emails reminding them that AEP is about to start or have started or it's about to end, and that they can contact you for help with Medicare. You don't have to call your entire FE book, guys. Okay? You don't. This thing will do it for you. Let's look at a text. Let's see what a text looks like. Here's a text, guys. Look at what the text is saying. Hey, Alex, I wanted to remind you that time is running out for Medicare annual enrollment, which ends on December the 7th. This is the last chance you have, the last chance to make changes to your coverage for the upcoming year. All right. And then it has a link there where they can schedule an appointment. It will have your name, phone number, and email. All right. It's doing the work for you. You want to figure out how you can pay for this service? Do it like this. Just enter your people. All right. That's one of my workflows. Okay. Here's another one. What if you take all of your Medicare book? Okay. I know agents. We agents are always hunting for the next person. We usually fall asleep at the wheel and we forget about our existing book. We think our existing book is going to be loyal. But as Alex shared earlier, sometimes another agent will go on behind us and take our business away from us because they forgot about something. Well, guess what? No more. Now it's going to remind your insureds that have this MAPD tag, okay, or a PDP tag. So look at the tags. PDP sold or MAPD sold. It's going to find those people and it's going to send them a reminder. So let's see what the reminder looks like. It's going to send them a text and say, hey, so-and-so, this is Luis, your Medicare agent. It's essential that we meet. It's going to give them that whole spill. So it's going to remind them so that you don't fall asleep at the wheel. Let's look at another workflow. Okay, let's go down to page 2. I got some exciting workflows. All right. If you set an appointment with somebody, guys, it sets them up with a reminder on the appointment. But these 2 workflows right here are huge, guys. All right. If you can kind of pay attention, great. But now I really want you to pay attention. All right. Let's look at this one right here. This is why we lose clients. And this is also why we acquire a lot of clients. Our agents are very successful because of not doing this. So let's check this out. All right. So you write a new Medicare client. You give them a trigger MAPD, and this is what it's going to do. It is going to do a few things for my Medicare Advantage client. Now, we're just strictly focused on the Medicare Advantage. And you're probably thinking, what about MedSup? I'm going to get to MedSup here in a minute. Medicare Advantage, look what it does, guys. After I've enrolled them, it's going to send them an email about hospital indemnity. Hey, Alex, this is Luis, your agent. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to remind you that your plan has co-pays for the ambulance, for the ER and the hospital, and blah, blah, blah. And by the way, for about $13 a month, I can take care of these for you. Okay, it will send them a text message. It will send them an email. Then it's even going to send them a video on explaining how the HIP plan works. I'm going to wait a few more days and look at what it's going to do, guys. It's going to send them a text message reminding them to go visit with their PCP. PCP needs to know that they have a new plan. It's also going to remind them 15 days later that they need to go take advantage of their dental. How many of you agents out there call your insurance that you sold the Medicare Advantage plan and reminded them, you probably sold the plan based on the benefits and they want all these benefits because you really juiced them up. And then these seniors forget. Here comes another agent doing the same thing you did and they steal your plan. Well, don't let them forget, guys. So I send them an email about dental. I send them an email about life insurance. I send them an email about over-the-counter. I send them an email about, and a text on vision. How about hearing? How about that gym membership? Come on, you got to go pump some iron, Mr. Senior. Okay. You order your personal emergency response device. Okay. Transportation. All these extra benefits. Trust me, guys, I know you guys because I know me. We are focusing on the next sale. We forget about our book. Well, the CRM can do all this for you. And I will tell you this, guys. I will tell you this. Okay. These seniors have no idea that a machine is doing this. They think that you're actually sitting there typing it yourself. Okay. And if they reply back to you, you know that they're replying back to you because you have your CRM and it gives you a notification that they have replied. You know, if you were looking at me when Alex was talking, my head was going over here. I was trying to find some replies, and I found one when one of my ACA people said, "Hey, I need dental and vision," and I'm reading the responses going back between the insured and one of my staff members. Okay, and so it's a moneymaker. All right. That's what I do on the Medicare Advantage side. Okay, let's go to the MedSup side. Maybe you guys are super heavy with MedSup. Well, guess what? They also need some love. You can't forget about your MedSup people. Well, you guys know your MedSup people, they don't have dental and vision built in. So why don't we cross-sell them for dental and vision? They also have a need for life insurance. Okay, I send them more dental, more life insurance, I let them know that I accept referrals. I love referrals. Okay. And then I remind them about AEP. You're like, there's no AEP for MedSup. I know that, but there is an AEP for the PDP, the prescription side. Okay. But it's also a great time to talk to them about their MedSup, make sure they're happy with it. And potentially, you know, if you find something that's a little more less expensive and they can still qualify, you can rewrite them. Okay. Man, super, super cool. All right, let's get going here. All right. So, bunch of stuff here that I have on my Medicare side. Now, if I can get to my right screen here. All right, here we go. I'm going to share my ACA side. Okay. ACA, guys, is catching on. It is huge. It's the latest and greatest out there in the insurance industry. All of it, this thing was
How many policies did you sell? How many policies did you sell
I will
last
tell you
year,
this,
Louis?
Because of all this stuff that I put together, I averaged between 500 to 700 new policies during the open enrollment. This year, 1,300 and change. Okay.
Boom.
And if you're like, what does that mean? Let me show you the numbers. 100 means $25,000 a year. You're like, hold on, what is so? And I don't tell my wife that, but so I tell her it's like 100 means like $1,000. There's no money. I don't want her to know. Oh yeah, I know, Terry Lee. I told my wife about a bonus, and guess what she did? She spent the bonus before I got it. She went and bought an Escalade, brand new, and she didn't get the one that was in the lot. She got the one that was inside the showroom. Oh yeah. Because I was bragging to her about, hey, my bonus. Maybe I'm gonna go buy a boat, And no, she took that money and got her brand new inside the showroom. I'm like, do we really need the one inside the showroom? But oh well, it was a bonus. Beautiful. All right, let's get into ACA. ACA, guys. Here's what I do. And Rosalind, I saw the chat. I will reply to you guys on the chat here in a minute on a few questions. Look what I do on the ACA side, guys. All right. Accident and sickness policy. That's an indemnity that ACA sold. Is it a lead? Dental and vision sold as a combo. Dental only, vision only, accident only, sickness only. Okay. I tag them. I also, if you notice here, I have these pipelines, just like I do in Medicare. Why? I am trying to minimize the amount of work that I do. So if you look at my Aetna, this one right here, whenever I enroll an insured in Aetna, I dump them into this pipeline. When they go in there, what it does, it sends them an email and notifications. Hey, you have Aetna. Here's their customer service number. They can help you with billing. They can help you with creating your account online. They can help you with changing your PCP. Don't bug me. I don't put that in there, but ultimately that's my goal. I want to focus on sales, not on service. Okay. I do all that for my insureds here. Now, you ACA guys, you already know this. You guys will know this, that when you enroll somebody in ACA, sometimes it's quick and easy, no requirements. Sometimes there are some requirements. For example, sometimes you have to collect information on their income. Sometimes it's income and other things. Sometimes it's citizenship. And sometimes there's a bunch of crap you have to collect. So what I do is when I enroll somebody, I put them into one of these. When they go into one of these lines, these pipelines here, what happens is we already have a workflow design. So when somebody needs income, or we need the income, it's sending them over and over. Alex, come on, dude. I need your income information. If you don't give it to me, you're going to lose your subsidy. And what's going to happen? Your rate's going to skyrocket. Then you're going to call me and you're going to be a little mad at me. And I'm going to come back and tell you, I tried. I sent you a bunch of emails and text messages. Why didn't you respond? Okay. And, then it's on Alex, not on me. All right. So let's get going down here on some of the workflows that I've created. Yep, give me a minute. I'm getting to there. Oh, come on. All right, here we go. Okay, ACA workflows. So now the ACA, we didn't put into a folder, so I gotta hunt for them a little bit. Got a bunch of stuff that we create. All right. This is the one that I love the most, if I can find it. Come on, baby. Where are you? Okay, here we go. Facebook. So I get a lot of leads from social media, guys, a ton of them. Okay. I'm going to find this workflow. You see, I got too many workflows, but I love my workflows. Okay. Come on, where are you? What page am I on? I got so many things going on here. I get a little lost, but okay, here we go. ACA workflow. All right, beautiful. So here's what I do, guys. When I create ads on social media, okay, if you do nothing but just that, you're going to get an ad and you're going to get an email from Facebook that says, hey, you just got a lead. Okay. And now you have to go back into Facebook, go to the Meta Lead Center and grab it. All right. Well, that's a lot of work. Okay. That is a lot of work, guys, especially when you're busy. So what I did, and with the help of the support staff, because I don't know how to do this. Okay. I have the idea. The support staff at Agent CRM helps put it together, which I already have for you. You just got to link it up. So what Agent CRM does, Agent CRM listens. Okay. They are listening to your ad. When somebody clicks your ad, enters your information, and they hit send. Okay. I get an email from Facebook, but Agent CRM listens for it and says, oh, we just got a lead. And it starts going to work, guys. It starts doing a bunch of things. So before you know it, that person is on Facebook or on their phone, and they're going to get a text message and an email from you. Instant, guys. You'll be like, oh, who is this guy? Like, wait, is he up? All right. So immediately click, click, click. Okay. So, and I warm them up. Alex, this is Luis. You were on Facebook. Okay. And you requested help, or you requested information on health insurance. I'm going to be calling you in a minute. So stand by. Please answer. Okay. Then what it does, and this is instantaneous, it gives me a call. And it's Agent CRM calling me. And it says, Luis, you have an ACA lead. Do you want to talk to them? All right. So I hit a button. Yes, I do. Or maybe I don't take the call. Okay. So it doesn't connect me. But if I click one or whatever button, it will call the lead. And all of a sudden, Alex is getting a phone call 30 seconds into the fact when he hit submit. You cannot get any quicker than that, guys. All right. Now, assume Alex doesn't answer, or assume I don't call, all right, because it's 2 o'clock at night. Then what it does, it's going to send them a series of emails and text messages warming Alex up to me. Alex is going to know what I look like, because I'm going to send a picture of my office. I'm going to send a picture of me. I'm going to let them know that I'm the real deal, and that where I'm located, and that they can come and see me. Alex is also going to know when I talk to him, because I don't have time to BS. I've got a lot of leads. I got a lot of work to get done. Alex is going to know when I call him what data he has to have ready for me. So it's no surprise. So Alex should have all of his family information, their date of birth, should have their socials, their doctors, and their meds, everything. And then when he gives me all that data, I can be a little more efficient in quoting him and finding him the right plan. All right. Now, all that gets done, depending on what I sell Alex, I'm going to apply those appropriate tags. And then they're going to go into other workflows. If I don't sell Alex dental and vision, I'm going to put him into a workflow to sell dental and vision. If Alex doesn't buy an indemnity plan from me, because sometimes I'm running kind of fast and I forget, I'm going to put him into the indemnity workflow. And so it's just going to work him and let the CRM make me some money. All right. Now, this is one of the things that Medicare agents love. If you are a Medicare agent out there, guys, okay, if you are a Medicare agent, you know that you want that carrot. Okay. The only carrot that a Medicare agent, it goes crazy. I mean, they go bananas over is the turning 65 carrot. You know, I know, we go crazy. It's like, I mean, we'll do whatever we can to get a turning 65. The easiest way, and I will tell you guys, none of us have the budget of the big players like United and Humana and Aetna. They have millions of dollars. They market heavily. Okay, so when you get a list from them, guess what? They've already picked it over. You're not even getting scraps. You're getting the crumbs of the crumbs. Okay, their internal people have already worked it. Okay, so the only way for you guys to get your own internal, magical, non-existent, I always say it doesn't exist, but your own true turning 65 list is from your ACA book of business, or your final expense business, or your property and casualty business, your auto and your home. If you're entering date of birth, I created this, guys. I created the idea, but I had the CRM people help me out with this thing. I created the idea that what it's going to do, it's going to find those people that are 64 and a half. And I'm going to see if I can find my workflow for that. But it's going to find those people and it's going to put them into a workflow. Let's see if I've got it here. Hold on here. Come on. Give me 1 second here. Y'all are gonna love this workflow. Oh. Yep, I found it. Okay, yes. All right, check out the workflow, guys. So here's what it does. 6 months before they turn 65, it updates. I don't know what it does. I don't know what that means, but it's updating something. It's finding out their birth. And if they are turning 64 and a half, guess what? I want to know about it. Okay. It's going to send me an email and a text. And it's going to be an email like, hey, Luis, wake up, dude. You got somebody turning 64 and a half. Go take care of them. All right. I want that. It's also going to send an email and a text message to that person. Hey, Alex, happy birthday. And you're going to be like, Luis is an idiot. Not my birthday yet. It's 6 months away from now. Okay, I know it's 6 months too early, but I wanted to reach out and let you know that at 64 and a half, I have a lot of experience with Medicare and would be happy to help you. All right, I'm going to contact them before anybody else is. I'm going to wait 3 months. And then I'm going to tell them, hey, it's time to enroll in Medicare. Here's what you can do. Now, I'm not lazy, guys. I'm just busy. I don't want to help people enroll in Medicare. But you agents out there, if you have the time and the desire and the know-how, you can help these people enroll into Medicare. They don't have to go to the Social Security office. They can. All right. So you can help them with that. Okay. Then, as they're enrolling into Medicare, I start pounding them with like, hey, you need to come see me. Okay, because guess what? You are new to Medicare. Oh my goodness, I want you. Come on, baby. I'm not letting you go. You're the easiest Medicare person to work with when they're turning 65. Okay, they're first of all, they don't know anything about Medicare, so we teach them Medicare. Beautiful thing that we teach our agents, and then you're able to truly decide if they're going to go into a supplement and a PDP or an MAPD. And then we do what I call your job and help them pick the best plan that fits for them. Okay. All this, guys, is done without you having to do anything. Okay. You don't have to do anything except enter the data and their date of birth. That's it. You do that. That's the power of the CRM. Okay, so we've got stuff for dental and vision. I mean, we really have a lot of stuff. So you get all that. Now, if you tell me like, Luis, you're crazy. I'm not going to wait till they turn 64 and a half. I'm going to call them when you're 64 and 3 months. Well, all you got to go do is take my template and edit it. Very easy for you to do. Okay, so you can use mine as just a template, and then from there tweak it out to what you think is going to work for you. All right, okay, so let's take a few questions here, Alex. Let's see here, Alex, I'll let you answer that. How did I embed a video? What do you do on that?
Yeah, great question. So inside of the Agent CRM app, when you're setting up your workflow and plugging in the SMS, you can add an attachment. That attachment can be an image or a short video. And so then when the text gets sent, the recipient of that sees the text first, and then the media is sent after that. So you can embed a short video right into the messages that are sent out. And I'll tell you what, Louis, people love getting these short video responses from the agent that they're working with. I recommend that the video is 10 seconds or less, very short, because you're not trying to sell them anything. You're just saying hi on the video. Hey, what's up? It's me. You know, I'm here in my office. I just wanted to say hi. Make sure you click on the link above to download the app, or whatever the thing is that you want them to do. Like short and sweet videos, but that's how you do it.
Yep. And I like videos. I mean, who likes to read? Oh, so I'd rather watch a little small video. Maybe you create a whole video series. You know what? I haven't done that. You know what? I'm going to take a note on that one. That is a great freaking idea, Alex. Man, it's about time you come up with something good, bro. Yeah. Man, what do we have you on here for?
Yeah.
Okay,
dude,
so
this is the kind of thing that changes the game, because it makes it, because like you said before, people don't know that these are automated messages. They just know that they're getting messages. The more personalized they are, the more that it speaks to their timeline, their behavior. It feels like it was something that you sent from your phone. So when you include things like these short videos, they do not know that it's automated, Louis. All they know is, I just got a video from my agent, right? So these short and quick videos, they deepen the personal connection, they build the relationship, and it makes them feel very taken care of.
And you know what? This is what I am going to do. And if you're sitting and wondering, how do I do all that? Guys, you can record a video from your phone. Record you. The iPhone's great cameras, great speakers. Get in your room and record yourself. And now it's going to be very hard for you to say, hey, Alex, because then you can't use that video for everybody. But you can send something like, hey, this is Luis, your Medicare agent. I just want to tell you, thank you for trusting me with your Medicare. If you get any questions, just call me. You'll have my cell. Call me anytime. And then create another video a month later. You can create all these at the same time, but then send them out at different intervals. And instead of sending a text and an email, or in addition to sending the text and email about dental, maybe I'm going to include a video. Hey, just want to remind you, you've got dental in your health plan. Better take advantage of it. You better call your dentist, or here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you a text message with a link where you can go find dentists in your area. Just plug in your zip code. You'll see a list of dentists. Make your appointment. And by the way, I love you. Thank you for trusting me with your Medicare. Okay, and send me all your friends. How many other agents are sending videos to their customers? Do something like that. Okay, Medicare sucks. It's boring, guys. Life insurance. The insurance is just boring as can be. Guys, do something to make it just a little bit different for your insurance. All right.
That's it.
So send them a little video. Why the hell not? It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
You'll realize after a while you quit giving a crap about it being a perfect video.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just about doing it, and Rosalind asked a similar question. How do I make sure that I'm not texting people if they're, messaging me at 2 a.m. filling out a Facebook form? I want to make sure I don't send them a text back at 2 a.m., that could wake up the person that they're sleeping next to or something, right? So you can actually put conditional statements in your workflows that say, if this happened between, say, 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., then send the text that says like, hey, like this is specifically for those that are for Facebook leads. But you can say send this only in this time frame, otherwise just send the emails. But within the workflows themselves that are automated, like for example, when Lewis onboards a client, he slides them over, and now they're getting all these emails and texts about using all the benefits, etc. Inside of that workflow, you can also put a window that says only execute this workflow between the hours of 8 and 5. And so now they're only getting these text calls and etc. during regular business hours. So that way you're not intruding on your dinner or anything else. So all of that's in an agent CRM. It's a part of the setup when you're putting together these workflows.
Yep, guys, I'm giving it to you. I have put a lot of hours and a lot of work into this thing. It's not perfect, but here's the deal, guys. The whole objective is stay relevant with your insurance. Okay, your dental email may suck, but at least they heard from you. They got a text and an email. They heard from you. Maybe they never pay attention to your text messages. They may be like, oh man, my agent's always, that guy calls me every single month. Okay. You never know what's happening in their life that may trigger the need for it. Or maybe they're playing bingo with their buddy and they're like, I can't even get a hold of my agent. Oh, you know what? My agent, this guy's a pain in the butt. He calls me every single month. He sends me a text. You know what? Let me give you his number. You never know.
Boom.
So yeah, exactly. It's I guess maybe a good term may be the power of compounding. Maybe. I mean,
That's
never
it, 100%.
So guys, here's the final word for you. I would say, all right, if you don't have a CRM, okay, there's many of them out there. Okay, you got to pick one and use it. Why do I choose Alex? I will tell you. I'm sorry, Alex. It's not because of your hair, man. Like, all right. I didn't choose you and your CRM because of you. I chose it because it's a great tool. And I will tell you this, man. The support system with Agent CRM. Okay. I don't know of any other CRM. You mentioned something to me a while back that is so true. A lot of other people are selling CRMs and it's their side project. Okay. This is not Alex's side project. Okay. It's not my side project either, guys. I'm an affiliate with Alex and so is David. So it's not a side project for Agent CRM people. It's their primary job. So if you need help, they have 2 trainings a day, 5 days a week. Okay. Zoom trainings.
Yep.
Good luck trying to find that out somewhere out there. Okay. So
no one else does that.
I'm in there all the time. I go in there and I'm like, how do I do this? Or this is my idea. How can I make this happen? They're like, can you give me control of your mouse? Because you're too slow, Luis. And I'm like, yes. So I give them control of my mouse and they're like, click, click, click. I'm just watching. They're just doing stuff. And then they're like, okay, we created it for you. You're ready to go. Now, and again, I don't really want to know how it works. I just want to know that it works. That's it. And so support staff is good. You got the chat feature, which is very responsive on your support team. And then on top of that, I'm giving you years of work that I've put together and experience. I'm giving you all this, guys. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just take it. Okay. Right. And then tweak it out. Okay. Tweak it out. The one good thing about a lot of our agents, Alex, is if somebody tweaks something out the right way, a lot of them want to share it. And so if you tweak it out and it's working for you way better than what I'm doing, let me know so I can tweak mine out. And then we can also share it with everybody. And I will tell you, like, there's some agents like, oh, I'm not going to share it with you. I have some agents that are like, no, hell no. There's so much business out there, guys. Trust me, even in the same city, I never run into one of my agents. Never. Okay. And I will also, the other deal is I'm a little cocky. Yeah, I'm way better than everybody. But I tell my insurance, don't listen to them. I got him. I got you. So you'll never run in. It's just our world is so, it is small, but our prospects are so many of them out there, guys. So take advantage of the CRM, the tool. It's a multiplier, guys. It is literally a force multiplier. Some of you ex-military guys will know that. What's a force multiplier? A gun. Okay. You can kill one person with your hand, you can kill 20 with a gun. Okay. This is a force multiplier, guys. All right. You can multiply the amount of work that you do and really make a lot of money out there. Take advantage of this, guys. It is just, oh my goodness. It is just a great tool. We use it. My staff uses it. It's open on their screens every day. Okay. I don't want to show, and mainly because we're putting this out there. But one of the things on the CRM, let me see here. I want to make sure I don't have any personal information for any of my insureds on here. But no, there's no way it's going to pull up contact information. It'll get flagged. But I will tell you guys right now, as I'm looking at the contact section of my CRM, I'm clicking on a little notifications tab. I mean, we're just inundated with messages. Our people people loved. I will tell you, I don't know about you, Alex. I love texting. If I can communicate with people, I'd rather do it by text. And I think a lot of my insureds are that way. So they're responding by
100%.
text. Text is beautiful. I mean, they're sending me for ACA, their income documents. I get tax returns. I get pictures of their green cards, and it's all tagged. Oh, I'm always forgetting one thing. This is important. 22 years in the business, guys. I've been soured a little bit. Okay, in the sense of an insured will throw you under the bus to save their own skin. What I mean by that, in our world, guys, we are guilty until we prove ourselves innocent. You're like, nah, we don't live in that world. We do in this world. So if an insured claims that you didn't do something, then you have to prove that you did. They don't have to prove it. Okay. So how do you maintain your proof for E&O purposes? Okay. You keep it by using a CRM that timestamps emails and timestamps text messages. So as I'm looking at my CRM and I'm looking at a message here, it tells me specifically what time it went out, and it tells me who sent it. So I've got 9 staff here in my office, so I can tell who's communicating with his insured, and I can look up at their entire text and email conversation. If you ever get into an email jam, and it's not an if, I take that back, that email jam, E&O jam. Okay. I will tell you, it's not if, it's when. When you get into an E&O issue, okay, your E&O carrier is going to ask you, please tell me you have something to support you against what the insured is alleging. Text messages, emails, something to support you. If they have something to support you, you will kill it. If you have nothing to support you, they're probably going to settle with that insured. And now you're going to have an E&O claim. You're like, I don't care. Oh, you will care. When your E&O renews the next year, rates are going to go up the roof, or they may just say, we don't want to deal with you. You're not an agent that we want to deal with. And now you got to go shop other companies. They're not going to want you, and you're going to end up paying up the roof for E&O. So if you're thinking about the other uses of it, that right there is a huge use. I get some of my insureds actually tell me, well, you never told me that. I'm like, really? Hold up here. I'll go pull them up. I'm like, on October the 15th at 2:47, I mentioned this to you. And they're like, okay, fine. I get a lot of them that say, you never told me I had to submit these documents. I'm like, hold on here. I know my enrollment software sent you 3 emails, and I'm looking at my stuff. I'm like, I sent you a bunch of emails and text messages that we wanted this. I'm so sorry they took out $1,000 out of your account, but I cannot control you responding back to me and giving me the information that I so much needed so that this wouldn't happen to you. So sorry. When you have a bunch of clients, you kind of like, you let that kind of flow off you. But anyway, that's just my take. That's 22 years in the business, guys. Your new agents are like, that will never happen to me. Well, it will sometime, and you're going to want to have your ducks in a row. All right. Anything else we're missing, Alex?
I think that covers it, man. So for those of you that are watching this, either live or on the replay, click on the link that we've included. When you click on that, you're going to start a free trial. You have 14 days to check it out. All of Lewis's workflows are going to be imported into your account. We have a super easy and fun onboarding process for you. Then my team is here and ready to help you import your leads and get you all set up, ready to go. So thank you so much for the opportunity to connect with your audience, Lewis. And David, I'm excited to meet you. Wasn't able to see you on this Zoom call, but it'll be great to shake your hand. Thank you again, David, for letting me come as well. And I think that covers it. So for those of you that are Agent CRM users and about to sign up, I will see you in our Facebook group and on our calls.
All right, guys, take advantage of it. It's a great tool. Use that link that they've been providing in the chat here to sign up for your free trial. And then we will import all of my stuff. If it's not automatically there, ask us. We'll send an email to support, and they'll load it in there within a couple of hours. So we will get that to you. All right, guys. Thank you very much for being on today's call.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.